Well, I think it's a good thing because it's been a bottleneck on 119 for a long time. Basically, any time that Birmingham traffic's going.
In today's news, we'll fill you in on all things homecoming.
THS varsity football is playing their rival Pelham tonight for the homecoming game. I'll give you a game preview in sports.
The 2017 iHeart Music Festival has officially kicked off. I've got more details in today's entertainment.
These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV. Homecoming week is wrapping up and the Homecoming Award winners have been announced. Good morning, I'm Constance McKnight.
And I'm Simon Callahan, and this is THS TV.
For the past few weeks, many students and teachers have been working towards last night's event, the Homecoming Parade, carrying on theme for honoring those who serve Alabaster. The firefighters were honored in this year's theme, Red Hot Warriors. 53 floats were entered into this year's parade, but only a few came out on top, earning awards for Best Use of Theme, Most Creativity, Most Spirit, Best Class, and Best Overall.
Thompson Theater left with the most creative for their float, depicting a panther roasting over a fire, including the theme of Red Hot Warriors. Sophomores earned the Spirit Stick for the most spirit. Juniors also came home with a Spirit Stick for the best class, using their theme for homecoming, the Jungle Juniors. The best use of theme went to the 6th grade center, covering their float in fire, representing the firefighters. And the best overall float went to Creekview with their float holding a pair of big boots and a big sign saying, "We have big shoes to fill."
Actually, I'm the sophomore spirit leader, so it just felt really great to know that my class is participating with me and bringing forth effort. And yeah, I worked really hard this year on homecoming with the SGA, so it just felt really great.
Students have been celebrating all week with dress-up days in the parade on this Wednesday. This weekend will be wrapping up tomorrow at 7. The dance will be held at Venue 31 and will go until 11. And you will be not able to buy tickets at the door. This night's music will be hosted by DJ Fuzzy, returning again for the homecoming dance. Are you excited about homecoming? Tweet at us at THS News TV to be featured on an upcoming show.
The PSAT is coming up next month, and we have a few tips on how you can prepare for the perfect test score. The primary test day will be held on Wednesday, October 11th. First, let's go over why the test is important and what students gain by taking it. The standardized test qualifies students for national merit scholarships and even full rides to colleges. Ways to prepare for the test are getting a good night's rest and eating a full, healthy breakfast to start out your day.
Caffeine and coffee beans are making the world spin. Here's what's trending on Twitter. Today is International Coffee Day, and people all over the world are tweeting about coffee of all kinds. Restaurants like Cinnabon and Dunkin' Donuts are offering buy one, get one free deals on their coffee, and places like Krispy Kreme are celebrating the National Day for 3 days. Have you gotten your coffee yet or headed out after school to grab some? Tweet us pictures at THS News TV, and you could be featured on an upcoming show. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines. Hurricane Maria has come and gone and destroyed the island of Puerto Rico, and Trump has finally announced the day of his arrival. He announced that he will visit the territory Tuesday and that it was the earliest he could come due to first responders' ongoing relief and recovery. A victim has died from contracting a flesh-eating bacteria via Hurricane Harvey floodwaters. The 77-year-old woman fell and cut her arm while at her son's home, and later the injury became infected. She was taken to her local hospital where she later died. A Georgia woman went into labor at her neighborhood Target, and a labor and delivery nurse came to her rescue. The mother went into labor in the superstore, and the nurse was able to successfully deliver the baby with the help of Target employees and onlookers.
So we have a huge game tonight. Not only is it against our rivals Pelham, it's also the homecoming game.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, Pelham, we always have the dress-up day camo day for Pelham, so, it's always fun to go to the game and watch it, and, I'm really looking forward to the game tonight.
Me too. I've got more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know in today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV.
If you missed out on the Powder Puff game, I've got you covered in today's sports.
Standardized testing season is upon us, and students are gearing up to take the PSAT. After entertainment, I've got some tips for you.
The Powder Puff game was this past Tuesday, and reporter Gavin Gray will fill you in with all the details.
Tuesday night, the yearly Powder Puff games were played. First, the freshmen played the sophomores. The game was slow going and had a score of 0-0 until the last 4 minutes of the game when the sophomores finally scored a touchdown with a pass from Abby Kellogg to Macy Hastings. The final score of the game was 7-0 sophomores.
It was definitely really fun, and I'm glad that we get to do it, and the 10th graders won.
The next game up was the seniors versus the juniors. The game got off to a quick start with Lauren Haskins scoring a touchdown in the first quarter for the juniors. She ended up scoring all 3 touchdowns for the juniors as they took the win 21-7 over the seniors. So the sophomores and the juniors came out on top and now have bragging rights and had lots of fun.
Tonight, the football team plays a huge rival, the Pelham Panthers. Students have brought out their camo and jorts to show their support for the team, and I've got you covered on the details on the Battle of 31.
The biggest rivalry of the year is taking place tonight. Warrior football will be taking on the Pelham Panthers for the homecoming game. Last year, Thompson took home the win 34-14, and the score was the exact same in 2015. So far this season, Thompson has gone 4-0, winning all of their games up to this point against Hapeville Charter, Tuscaloosa County, Mountain Brook, and Oak Mountain. The wins so far have helped the players' confidence.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. Going in 4-0, heard it's the first time we've been 4-0 since like 1992 or something like that. So it was good for the school and the community. But we're feeling pretty confident. We should do what we want to, like we always have done the past 4 games, and should be a pretty good game.
Pelham has gone 3-2 with wins against Mortimer Jordan, Helena, and Chelsea, along with losses against Homewood and Benjamin Russell. Thompson's players have an idea of what they need to do to take home the win tonight.
Defensively, just to stop the run. They have a pretty good running back, but if we stop him, I don't see how they could score. Offensively, just to keep playing like we've been playing and not slow down at all. And the outcome, we don't expect to lose, so it's going to be the same result as always.
The Pelham game holds many traditions, including Camo Day and Silence and Scoldin, where senior cheerleaders and visual ensemble attempt to go the whole day without talking, and whoever makes them talk gets to pie them in the face at the pep rally.
I'm really excited for the Pelham game just because of all the traditions that follow with Thompson and Pelham. It's been a rivalry for as long as I can remember, and there's just so many traditions, like Silence is Golden is what I'm really looking forward to. And I just love cheering every single Friday night.
Which team do you think will win the game? Tweet us at THS News TV for a chance to be featured on an upcoming show. Reporting for THS TV on the Thompson-Pelham rivalry, I'm Ashley Ryan.
Reporter Luke Lamar will keep you covered on all the games coming your way tonight and for this upcoming week.
Teams from all over the area are getting ready to face off tonight. Helena is hoping for a win at home against Vestavia after losing last week's game against Homewood. Right now, the Huskies are 1-4. The Chelsea Hornets will be playing away against the 3-2 Gardendale varsity team. This time, the Hornets hope to come off from a tough loss to Pelham last Friday, hoping to get their first win of the season. The Mountain Brook Spartans will be playing an away game against Tuscaloosa County after a close victory against Spain Park last week. The Oak Mountain Eagles will be playing against the 4-1 Hoover Bucks for what should be a close game. All varsity games will be starting at 7 p.m. with varying ticket prices. Reporting for THS TV, I'm Luke Lamar.
From the high school gym to the college turf, we've got the details in today's national sports headlines.
Professional golfers Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas want to team up and take on the best international in this week's President Cup. After winning the 2017 FedEx Cup, Thomas and runner-up Spieth want to take on the best players outside of Europe. Previous Cleveland Brown quarterback Johnny Manziel has been denied a bid into the Canadian Football League, but he will be eligible in 2018 if, quote, he meets certain conditions that have been spelled out, end quote. The University of Louisville has placed their head basketball coach Rick Pitino on an unpaid administrative leave and their athletic director Tom Jurich on a paid leave earlier this week after their involvement in an investigation with the FBI.
That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Tuesday for a recap of the football games. Now back to Constance with more news.
Alabaster is projecting more than $33.6 million in revenues and about $33.3 million in expenses over the next year. According to the 2018 budget approved by City Council meeting this past Monday, the revenues created for the school system have risen significantly compared to the other projects. Council members voted unanimously during the meeting to approve this budget, which has been in the construction process over the last several months.
Alabaster's Highway 119 widening project has officially entered its next phase. The survey work on the project of the widening of the road to 5 lanes south of its intersection with Fulton Springs Road has been completed. And according to city leaders, it will be more than likely to begin the construction right away phase in 2018. Okay, so in entertainment today, what are we talking about?
There's a choir update, the Netflix shows, and the iHeartRadio music.
Yeah, so for Netflix, there's been many new shows coming out. Good Doctor, which is one I'm really looking forward to watching. I haven't really been able to watch it yet, but it looks really good to me.
Yeah, there are a lot of new Netflix shows coming out, and there are also a lot of reboots that are coming out this year, and so I'm really looking forward to that.
Now we have your local forecast and today's Warrior weather.
We'll be right back.
A new show is coming to Netflix, and I've got the details.
In today's special segment, I'll be telling you ways to stay healthy during the football games.
choir's on fire and decided to spread the love. The choir department has decided to shake things up a bit for the homecoming week. They ignited the homecoming spirit and put red hot dots all over the school. Usually they would decorate their door, but this year they decided to decorate the entire school. They are still selling popcorn every day for $2 and are now selling brownies for $1 on Thursdays only. On Tuesday, October 7th, from 6 to 8, some of the Madrigal members will be singing at the inaugural firefighter appreciation dinner at Buck Creek Pizza and Wings. Everyone is invited to this event, and you and your family will get a free meal. In this past few months, Netflix has been releasing and announcing their shows. They are Midhunter, Atypical, Castlevania, Dark, Disjointed, Friends from College, Gypsy, Kiss Me First, Watership Down, and Wet Hot Summer, American Summer 10 years later. There are also returning shows like the second season of Lady Dynamite, a reboot of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, the second season of Real Rob, and the second season for Stranger Things.
Reality High, and I'm really excited to watch it and been watching stuff on the weekends.
To keep you updated with new shows, keep tuning in to THS TV. The iHeartRadio Music Festival has wrapped up, but this weekend's excitement is still worth talking about. The weekend featured artists ranging from Harry Styles to Miley Cyrus, DJ Khaled, French Montana, and Pink also took the stage. The festival was filled with fun and dancing as Khaled danced alongside Rihanna and Bryson. The weekend was a big hit for iHeartRadio, and many fans left pleased as many albums and songs were heard for the first time. Music, movies, and more, we've got the latest gossip and celebrity news in today's Hollywood headlines. Fixer Upper is coming to an end. Chip and Joanna Gaines came to national attention on their hit HGTV show that first aired in 2013. Now they have officially decided to say goodbye after their 5th season of the show. Property Brothers star Drew Scott suffered from a hamstring injury while practicing for Dancing with the Stars. He was able to overcome the pain and dance on Monday night. The dance on Tuesday is what he was more worried about, but he overcame it and had a great night. Dick Clark Productions announced Monday that James Corden will host the 2017 Hollywood Film Awards for the 3rd consecutive year. That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in on Tuesday for an update on what's going on in the theater department. Now let's toss it to Matthew with today's Health Corner.
Hi, I'm Matthew Killingsworth, and this is 3 ways to stay healthy while you're watching this weekend's football games. The first way is to keep up your movement, so when those dreaded commercials come on, do some jumping jacks, or go throw the football. This helps burn some calories in your body. Next is to stay hydrated. Even though those sodas are tasty, make sure you have plenty of water to keep your body hydrated. Last is to make sure the food you're eating is somewhat healthy. By including veggies or fruits as sides for your tailgate, you're giving your body better nutrients that is needed every day. That's all for today's Health Corner. Now let's toss it back to Constance with more news.
Park is set for this Sunday on October 1st by Alabaster City Hall and the Alabaster Senior Center off of Municipal Way. The event has free admission and will be from 4 to 9. The show includes performances from Pedro Moore, Grand Slam, and an opening performance by our very own Thompson High School's Jazz Ensemble. There will be food trucks and parking available at City Hall, the Senior Center, and surrounding areas, but no shuttle will be provided. So, the football game tonight against the big rival Pelham.
Like we said, the games tonight and everything. So I really like watching the Pelham game. It's a big rivalry that we have with football and Pelham and everything. So
they're doing pretty good. So I'm actually excited to.
They're 4-0 right now, I'm pretty sure. I'm really looking forward to see how they'll do tonight.
Yeah, we've got you up to date on all the latest news around Alabaster.
And Lizzie will have you prepared for your morning commute. Lizzie.
For those of you heading out to watch some football under the Friday night lights, looking into tonight with kickoff at 7, the skies will be clear. Temperatures will be between about 76 and 80 degrees. Going into halftime, the temperatures are looking at about 74 degrees with winds at 5 miles per hour. That's all for your Friday night forecast. Now back to you guys.
I know a ton of people are excited for the game tonight, but there's also the homecoming court is being announced, I think, right before the game,
Yeah.
like around 6:30 or so that'll be really fun too.
I'm excited to see who wins the court and also for the dance on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean the homecoming court. It's always big for the girls, because
Yeah.
they always want to see if they'll they'll win. They want to look good for the game. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to who's going to be on the homecoming court, and I can't wait for that to see that tonight. So.
That's all for today's news. Tune in on Monday for a recap of the game.
Have a great day.